All right, guys, I got the vocals back from Dom Elias. Amazing work. I'm just going to play a little bit of what he sent, and then I'm going to get into mixing it because he has stepped the song up so much. So this would be part 6, starting to work with the external vocalists to make this song a reality. So let's check it out. Okay, so here's his vocals. He sent them out to me. He recorded himself like 16 times, did an amazing job. So I'm just going to play a quick clip of how it sounds, and I am so excited to get to work on this.
People pull in my ear every day to give me advice, but every time I listen, I get burned. Not once but twice. I decided long ago not to let on in, because I regret it every time. I'd rather sail away with you, girl, and I make you mine.
Okay, that's all I'm going to hit you with. So now I got to get to work mixing these puppies and make them sound great. So I'm going to give you all a little piece of that in a second, and enjoy the ride. So what I'm doing now is laying in the effects that just enhance the vocals. So yeah, this is the kind of thing I do on these 2 tracks, these bass vocal tracks that I'll have labeled bass vox. They're kind of low, so I'm going to just do a little trick where it'll bring it up in the mix. It's going to go here and bring it up a couple of decibels. I'm going to just take them about 7 decibels. Yep. Keep them close to the middle. I'm going to spread them a little bit. Just make sure they're a little close to the middle. Yeah, so that's like mixing 101 techniques. And so what I'm doing is I'm putting on this particular effect called an SSL channel strip, and it emulates the solid state logic big mixing boards back in the day that we all wish that we could get a piece of in these studios like the Enterprise and these amazing studios like Reflections down in Charlotte that had these solid state logic boards. And this is just a plugin. It's a emulation of that track, and I'm putting them all across all of the vocals here, which gives the illusion that this person has recorded on a solid state logic board. And I'm also emulating this plugin right here, which is an emulation of a Pultec EQ. And normally when I mix, I usually add, my chain is usually compression, which can be found in here. It's compression right there. I cut up the gate so you have silence in between when there is sound and isn't sound, and then a trim on the bottom. And then I put on an EQ, and that's what this is right here for these particular chains. There's hundreds of different types, maybe even thousands of different types of EQs and plugins that you could use. But what I'm going to do is put it across all 16 of these yellow tracks here and give him a huge sound. What I'm not doing is limiting his vocals, because I want that to come through and pop in the mix. So this is going to be a pretty interesting sound once it gets done, and I can't wait to hear it and let you share it with you so that you can enjoy it as much as I do. Another quick trick too that I'm doing is you'll notice in some of his vocals he's singing on the same timbre or the same tonality, the same level of sound, and they're close but not exact. So for instance, you've got, let's just go through and start from the top. You got the high ones, this is falsettos, and I've got a particular shape of the EQ on these, but these tracks and these tracks are about the same tone. So I'm going to put the same type of EQ on them. But the bass, he gets his own special EQ. So it's coming together. So this guy has an incredible ear. He's going up and down and inside of the notes. I would never have heard that in a million years. I just love how melodic his phrasing is. Love that, especially what he's doing on these tracks right here. Right here. That is absolutely beautiful. Come on now. And so with 16 vocalists, so you think of like a choir, the way a choir is heard is that they're spread across the stage. So in the way we do that in the mix is we spread them across the sound stage. And I've got some guys to the left, got some guys kind of in the middle, some guys to the left. And so what I'm doing to ensure that you hear all those wonderful partials, those wonderful parts, is I'm putting these guys way over here to the right. I got some guys to the left. I got my bass vocals in the middle. I'm going to spread this guy out over here. And when you put some headphones on, you really hear all of that wonderful sound coming through. But some guys I leave in the middle because you want some sounds to be on both ears. And I still got about 10 more vocals to do. But this is sounding like some Earth, Wind, and Fire stuff he's laid for me, and I am so happy.